Hi Saggies, welcome to my channel. Okay, so I'm here to do your general love reading for August 3rd through the 17th of this month. Please like and share and subscribe and comment. I love the comments. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad that I have my YouTube family that you can watch this and I can feel like I'm giving something to you. So I really thank you so much for sharing with me. And thank you for all the wonderful comments. And I love it. So thank you. And the reading request, thank you very much. That's a whole another level of fun for me. So thank you. If you would like a personal reading from me, in the description box below, you'll see my email. It's elisemarietarot88@gmail.com. You can shoot me an email. If you have questions about the reading, you can shoot me an email too. Like if you have questions about how I do it. I do my private readings the same way that I do these YouTube videos. It's a personal link that's sent to you. So you'll email me your questions and information. Or if you're just looking for kind of a general read into your situation and what's going on, you can email me kind of, you know, the basis of what you're looking for, and then I'll be able to give you a reading on that. Also, I don't think there's anything else beyond that, to be honest with you. I'm just looking at this spread real quick. I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. The first card that we have, oh, that's what I was going to say. If this doesn't resonate with you, please be sure to check your moon and rising signs. I'm trying to get all the videos up. I'm sorry. I do work full-time too, so I would do this when I get home, and it's kind of like, you know, anyways, so you get it. You get it. So I just wanted to let you know that if this doesn't resonate with you and you check your moon and rising sign and then your Venus sign and the other person's Mars sign, and if it's still not resonating with you, then it just could possibly be that these messages weren't meant for you. Try not to... I notice that a lot of time people get really invested in what's being said. Try not to get too invested, because the messages that come through for you that resonate with you, those ones are ones that you need to hear. But the ones that don't, or the ones that kind of leave you confused, my interpretation of how things work, if you're left with a confused feeling, a feeling of complete like confusion from a reading, then it's not, that's in my mind, that's not resonating with you. It should be something that leaves you feeling like almost peaceful, even when it's not such great information. When you feel truth, when you feel something that hits you as truth, it's kind of a peaceful or kind of a relieving type of feeling, even if it's not that great. So those are my 2 cents. So I'm going to jump into this now, and hopefully it'll make sense to you. The first card that I have for you, Saggies, is the 10 of Pentacles. Now, I feel like this is definitely, you all have been busting your ass. A lot of you, I feel like, have been working very, very hard. And we all know that you have this boundless energy a lot of times, and you're go, 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 go. You can get overwhelmed from that because you can take on too much. So I feel like this 10 of Pentacles is kind of getting to enjoy some of the benefits of how hard you've been working. I feel like this is going to be coming within this time period where, and I'm not saying it's going to be mounds of riches or anything like that, but I feel like it's going to be kind of a little bit ahead of the curve. Enough ahead of the curve that you're not freaking out about money or things like that right now. And then also, as far as the relationship goes, I feel like there's a lot of work going into, you may feel like you're working overtime on the relationship too. I'm not going to lie, that could be happening. You could feel like you are trying to perform really well in this relationship, and it could be taking a lot of effort from you, or the other person. Like, you could be dealing with an earth sign, but I feel like this is a card of kind of getting some payoff. So you're either going to be getting some appreciation for the work that you've been putting into the relationship, or a financial payoff for how hard you're working. Now, if you've been working super duper hard, which I know a lot of you have, it could be that the relationship needs some attention. So that could be part of, you know, that could be part of it too, is like you get to an opportunity where you're able to maybe pay more attention to the relationship because of, you know, this breathing room that the 10 of Pentacles will bring you financially. So that could be part of it too. The next card that I have for you, this card has popped up a lot lately, is the 4 of Swords. Now, this 4 of Swords is kind of needing to, like, the way I feel about it is when a single mom or a stay-at-home mom or something like that has been home all day and the kids have been driving her crazy, and she just, like, she locks herself in the bathroom just to get 5 minutes of peace. That's kind of what I feel like this card is. I also call this the chilling card. I've always called it the chilling card because to me it's kind of the idea of being able to just chill. Like, you don't it's one of those things where you don't have to be anywhere, or even if you do have to be somewhere, you are sitting back and just doing you. You're just taking care of you right now because there's been so much pressure and so much stress, especially from this 10 of Pentacles if you've been busting your ass. I feel like that's what this is doing, is kind of you taking a little breather for yourself here to be able to regain some of the balance that you've been missing from how hard you've been working, or from the stress that maybe there's been money stress or something like that, and it's been pretty stressful. Or if you've been working overtime in the relationship, this could be you kind of taking a breather, like, okay, I did what I was supposed to do, so I'm going to sit and relax for a minute now. I kind of feel like that. So the next card that I have for you is you, the Temperance card. And again, this is a definite balance card. So that's why I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you have been working real hard on something. There's been something that you've been really pushing yourself on. And this Temperance card, what I love about Temperance too is this is kind of one of those cards that you'll see that she's got the fire up here, but there's a stream of water coming down from there all the way to this cup over here. So she's got this element of fire and water, but it's almost like the water isn't overflowing. It's not spilling down. It's going directly from this cup up here down to this cup up here. So it's like a perfectly measured amount of water. And there's fire in this cup up here. So it's like there's a perfect balance of fire, but there's still water coming out of there. So it's like this perfect balance that's been struck between your actions, your emotions, kind of like you're in perfect sync after this Four of Swords period. So I feel like you do kind of need to take this time to balance yourself out and find this balance, because this is you. This is you in your element. This is you being confident in where you stand. And this is also listening to yourself. It's kind of one of those times where you are, this is a karmic card too for me. When I see this, I do think of like it's in a relationship, as far as a relationship is concerned. It's one of those cards that says that there's a strong connection, there's a strong bond, and it could be karmic or like a soulmate connection where it's something that it brings you into balance, or it strikes balance, or you're thinking about somebody that is that way. It could be one or the other, because I get the feeling with this Four of Swords where you're kind of taking a seat back here, you could be thinking of somebody who you know helps you. It's almost like for some of you, there's somebody in your life who makes you more you. Like you feel more like you. And they could be, maybe they're not around right now, or maybe y'all had a fallout or something. Or maybe you've been so focused on work and working so hard that they've been kind of feeling shut out a little bit. So I feel like this is you, you're recognizing something that you need that will help you feel more balanced, or helps you feel like more like you're centered, like you're you. So this is, it's a positive card because you're going to be feeling good at this point. But the reason that I say that is this next card that I have is the Two of Wands. So with this Two of Wands, typically it means that there's a decision. And this Four of Swords could be a forced decision or a forced rest. Like you have no choice but to sit down. So when I think about this, it could be like you're recognizing that maybe something that you've been doing isn't working. And that could be what you need to make a decision on. There's something that's been going on that isn't working, or something that's keeping you from being able to maintain this balance that the Temperance card brings. For those of you who may be separated from a soulmate, it could be that you're thinking about that situation and kind of wondering how things got to the point that they're at. You could be dealing with another fire sign too here with Temperance. That definitely could be the case in these two wands. There's fire energy for sure. It could also be an air sign. Could also be a water sign because you have cups here too. But this, I feel like, is either thinking of an action that you're trying to decide whether or not you should take, or this can also be kind of the grass is greener on the other side type of a card. So this could be some of you having some doubts about something, whether it's doubts about a relationship, or whether it's doubts about maybe the way that, I feel like it's doubts about how things have been affecting you. Something's been affecting you. It could be that you're thinking about maybe whether you should be working this hard. It also means to me, too, just looking at this, because after this Two of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a very, this is like a wife. The Queen of Pentacles represent, and not saying that it is your wife, but it's somebody that you could see as a wife or as a husband type of energy. This is somebody who's very stable and loyal and you know has your back. Like, there's somebody, I feel like, in a lot of your lives that makes you more you, because it's almost like it's your ride or die. It's somebody that you know has your back, or that you know would be there for you no matter what. So you could be trying to make a decision regarding that person too, because it may be that you recognize that they bring more balance into your life. And I love you, Saggies. You know that I do, but sometimes you can be completely oblivious to what's going on with other people because you're just go, 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 go. And so it could be that there's been some distance between you and this person. I feel like this is a very important person to you. And I feel like you're trying to weigh something out. Because some of you may be teeter-tottering on, am I ready or am I not ready? Am I ready or am I not ready? I kind of get that feeling with this Two of Wands. But since you've been maintaining this balance, I feel like when you get into your element, you start to recognize where you want to go, like long-term where you want to go, and it makes you think more about this stable partner who's been there for you, somebody that you know that you can depend on. But then it's kind of like you don't know if you're ready to go there or not, because you might be concerned, you might change your mind, you might be concerned that maybe you're not done doing you for a while. So I feel like this is kind of weighing on your head, but I do feel like also for some of you, you may be contemplating going back to this person or trying to reach out to this person, or if there's been some strife in the relationship and you've been working really hard and then you took some time to chill out a little bit and got some balance, you could be deciding that you maybe feel like you might, I don't want to say owe them, but you may want to pursue trying to rebuild like the bond or connection a little bit. You could be feeling like the connection is waning. I feel like it's almost like you feel like you need to do something for them or be there for them in some way. And then the last card that I have for you is the Five of Cups. Now, Five of Cups is a crying over spilt milk kind of a, that's what a lot of readers will say. I do kind of get a traditional sense with this Five of Cups that whatever this decision that you're thinking of regarding this earth sign, or it could be that you're even trying to figure out if you want to take a relationship to the next level. I feel like this is somebody that is representing more commitment to you, or representing something that you feel like you might be, teeter-tottering on whether or not you're ready to do that. Or it could be a situation, like I said, where you could be trying to reach out to somebody from, who is no longer in the picture with you. This crying over spilt milk cup, I don't feel like is necessarily a rejection. I just feel like you're I think this is a situation where once you got centered and recognized that you might want to take some action toward this person, you could be feeling pretty emotional about it. You might feel pretty bad. For a lot of you, Saggies, it could be that you are starting to kind of recognize some of the mistakes that you might have made. And it hurts your feelings a little bit. It sucks for you a little bit because you care about them. You care about whoever this reading is about. It could be that, I think that a lot of people misinterpret Sagittarius too, for sure. Like, I know love of my life is Sagittarius. There's a couple, I'll be real with you, there's a couple guys that I have feelings for, and they're completely opposite signs. But one of them is a Saggy, and the other one has Saggy in his chart, I think. But the Saggy that I know is kind of oblivious to how much pain he can cause an earth sign or another. I have earth and air and fire in my chart, and not to talk about me, but just to kind of relate to you a little bit. Because there's earth and fire and air in my chart, there are times that I can roll with it and it doesn't really affect me. Then there are other times where that stability being shaken a little bit, or feeling like this other person is kind of coming and going as they please, can throw me off or piss me off. And so I feel like this is a recognition of how something that's been going on might have been affecting somebody else, and that makes you feel like crap. Because you're such good people. You're so wonderful. Like, you really have these big hearts. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can be manipulative. I know that. But we can all be manipulative. Everybody can. Every sign can. And anybody that says that they can't is a liar. So, you can also be liars, though, too. So can every other sign. But I'm just saying, no judgment here, because we're all on the same playing field. But at this point here, I do feel like it's kind of hitting you. Maybe how somebody else is feeling. Or this could, like I said, it could be vice versa. The other person could be coming to a recognition of, maybe they're feeling like they've hurt you. But I feel like this is more like not so much crying over spilled milk because of a relationship gone bad. I feel this has more to do with how you feel about the other person, and that it hurts you to hurt them, or it hurts them to hurt you. I feel like, especially directly under this temperance, like I said, there's a karmic connection to me there. When I see that, I see this karmic connection. So it's kind of like when you hurt, they hurt. When they hurt, you hurt. Or that there is that kind of twinge of guilt that happens when the emotions are involved. So that could be what it is. Let's do some clarifying a little bit. Please clarify this 10 of Pentacles for Sagittarius. August 3rd through 17th, 2017. What's this 10 of Pentacles about? Please clarify the 10 of Pentacles for love for the sign of Sagittarius from August 3rd through the 17th, 2017. Why is this 10 of Pentacles here? I need to get some smaller cards. They keep falling out of my hands. Not really I love you cards, sorry. Please clarify this 10 of Pentacles for Sagittarius, August 3rd through 17th. 2017. 8 of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. So, like, that's what I definitely... Also, I have to tell you this because this is so cute. I just realized that there's a turtle down here at the bottom of this card. Yeah, that's cute. I have no idea. I didn't even see that turtle there. Maybe there's something you don't see. I mean, maybe that's not you. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just kind of blind. But, okay, so on top of this 10 of Pentacles with this 8 of Swords, I feel like you've been feeling trapped because you feel like you have to bust your ass right now. Or or this was in the very recent past. Feeling like you have to bust your ass. There is something that you are working very hard on, or maybe it's, money's been a struggle, and so you've been busting your ass and finally getting to the point where you can actually relax. So this 8 of Swords is telling me that you've been feeling pretty trapped. A lot of you have probably been feeling trapped by a financial situation too. And that could be maybe why things aren't going the way that maybe you wanted them to in the relationship, because, it kind of ties you down. You don't have a choice because you can't really do what you want to do. So that could be the case here. And again, you could be dealing with an air sign, or they have air in their chart. Please clarify this 4 of Swords for Sagittarius for love from August 3rd through the 17th, 2017. Ooh. King of Swords on top of the 4 of Swords. The King of Swords, this is you. This is definitely you thinking. There's something that you are thinking hardcore about. This 4 of Swords has kind of been, I feel like you're recognizing you can't keep going like this. Like, you're recognizing that this isn't something, this momentum is not something that you will be able to maintain long term, or the way things that have been going, you can't keep feeling the way that you've been feeling long term. And this is definitely somebody who is contemplating, like he's sitting here thinking. That's just exactly what he's doing. He's thinking. He's using his logic, trying to figure out, okay, so what's the solution to this? What do I need to do now? He's not breaking down necessarily. It's not a breaking down thing. He's finding a solution. This is somebody who's very much, very logical, and very much so sitting and contemplating, okay, what's my next move? What's the next thing that I'm going to do? That's what I'm getting there. Okay, so this one popped out of the bottom. I'll use that too, because this clarifying card is the 9 of Wands. So I feel like, again, like I'm saying, the Knight of Wands represents somebody who's like a tired warrior, somebody who's been, he's a warrior, so he'll keep fighting. It's like the guy at the front lines who's ready to keep fighting, but he's exhausted. He's been fighting for a long time. Kind of like, I can't keep going like that forever. So that's what I feel like this energy is about. And that Four of Swords is time that you need to really be able to take a step back, be in your head for a while, so that you can come up with a solution to something, or come up with a different way of maybe doing things. Please clarify the Temperance card for Sagittarius for April 3rd through the 17th, 2017 for love. Why is this Temperance card here? Please clarify the Temperance card for the sign of Sagittarius for love. Woo. Please clarify this Temperance card. What is this Temperance card about for Saggies? For love. Oop, that jumped right out. Five of Cups on top of the Temperance card. So there's definitely something, like you're regretting something. This is a feeling of regret, or a feeling of kind of maybe if a partner has walked away from you or stepped out of the picture for a while, or there's distance between you, this could be you hurting over that too. There's two Five of Cups here, so that can't be ignored. I feel like some of you are hurting. I feel like some of you are hurting as a result of feeling like you've hurt somebody who is important to you. And I feel like some of you are hurting because maybe they hurt you. They hurt you. You might have been so distracted, working so hard, feeling trapped by that situation. There's been some distance between you maybe with this. You know, you've been working so hard and it pays off financially, but then you're sitting there recognizing that, wait a second, I miss them. Like, where are they? Don't they know I'm busting my ass for them? I get that kind of a feeling with this Five of Cups. Please clarify the Two of Wands for Sagittarius from August 3rd through the 17th, 2017. Woo, for love. Please clarify this Two of Wands for Saggies. August 3rd through 17th, 2017. There. Yep. Two of Wands, the Hierophant on top of the Two of Wands. So some of you, that's for sure. Woo! Man, I'm good. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. But the Hierophant on top of this Two of Wands, right next to this Queen of Pentacles, is telling me some of you, if I can get my cards lined up right, some of you are legit considering advancing a relationship like big time. Some of you are considering whether or not you want to marry somebody. Some of you are considering maybe recognizing you could have lost something really good, somebody who could have been your wife or husband. Like you may have lost somebody who's a husband, you may have lost somebody who's a wife. I feel like this is recognizing. I also feel like this is kind of, I feel like with this Two of Wands too, for some of you, it's recognition that that's the direction that this relationship would go. And you're trying to figure out if that's what you want to do. It, like I said earlier, I got that feeling that this, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And I feel like that could be going on with some of you, because you recognize that this person isn't going to stick around. This person, whoever this person is representing for you, they're not just going to sit and chill till you make up your mind. They've kind of had enough. I feel like that's happened on a lot of levels for some of you, for a lot of you maybe, that there's somebody who's tired of waiting to figure out if you're ready or not. And I feel like it's kind of make or break time for some of you, where you feel like if I don't do something now, like I don't want to lose them, but I don't know if I'm ready for that, but I don't want to, but I feel like it's a back and forth feeling like that. The Hierophant definitely represents like a higher commitment to me, or higher institution of the relationship. So some of you could definitely be thinking about that. For others of you, to be honest with you, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but for others of you, you could be thinking that it's a little bit boring. Because it's kind of like having, the Hierophant can also represent what's expected of you by society, and you might feel like you're expected to do that, but it's not necessarily what you want to do right now. You may get to the point later where you want to do that, but I feel like for some of you, it can represent kind of like what you feel like you should do as far as what you're supposed to do. But I definitely, the first reaction that I had off of that, though, is a lot, for some of you, you're definitely thinking about, like, contemplating big time whether to move a relationship to the next level. Please clarify this, Queen of Pentacles for Saggies for August 3rd through the 17th, 2017. What is this Queen of Pentacles here for? Please clarify this Queen of Pentacles card for Saggies for August 3rd through the 17th of 2. Whoop! That flew across the room. Let's see what it is. I see some swords. Ooh. 7 of Swords on top of this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so don't be offended. I love it when I have to preface a sentence like that. I feel like some of you are kind of stalkery a little bit right now about this person. Maybe if there's a separation or you're checking up on them, maybe checking their profiles on Facebook, maybe... This is it's a sneaky kind of card. This 7 of Swords is definitely, it's a sneaky card. There's a sneakiness going on. So you might feel like this person is being sneaky. Or you might, you might recognize that they feel like you're sneaky. And you might have blown it in some situation too, where you could be thinking that you might have, that could be what this 5 of Cups is all about, is you're recognizing, man, I did not act right. You could be recognizing that, man, I might have screwed this up big time because I wasn't acting right. Like you weren't in, I feel like for those Saggies who might be able to relate to that, it's kind of like you have no idea what you were thinking at the time. Just seemed like a good idea at the time. I didn't know, I didn't know. I didn't think of it that way, or I didn't see it that way. I feel like for some of you that could be going on, but I also feel like for others of you, you could be either checking up on somebody who maybe you've separated from or who is kind of distant from you, or you could be dealing with somebody who you feel like is being sneaky, or you feel like there's like a stalker energy. And I don't mean stalker like literally sitting outside your house, or but like the drive by the house type of a thing, or checking Facebook constantly to see what other person's updates are. So that could be, it's a vice versa energy. But I do get that for some of you, you could be recognizing that you were sneaky, maybe when you didn't recognize it before, you weren't seeing it that way. And that could be why these 2 5 of Cups are here. You could feel like shit that you hurt somebody. Because I don't feel like I don't feel like you intentionally set out to hurt them. I just feel like it was kind of like, it could be for some of you too that you like kind of just tripped and fell into some feelings that you didn't even know were there at the time. And now you're kind of like, well, geez, I've been a douche. So I feel like for some of you that's what it is. But for others of you, you could be dealing with somebody you could be dealing with somebody who you are suspecting of sneaking around. And it could be somebody that you were, considering elevating the relationship with too. So it can go either way there. But I do feel like, I feel very strongly that this 5 of Cups could be you feeling pretty bad about something, or maybe guilty about something that you didn't realize how it felt to them, but you might be recognizing now how it felt to them, and it hurts your feelings because you didn't intend to do that. Please clarify this 5 of Cups for Sagittarius for love from August 3rd through the 17th, 2017. Please clarify this. What is this 5 of Cups about for Sagittarius from August 3rd to the 17th, 2017 for love? Why is this 5 of Cups here? Why is this Five of Cups here for Saggies? Please clarify the Five of Cups for Saggies. For love from August 3rd to the 17th, 2017. None of those want to come. I'm going to do this one more shuffle, see what's up. Please clarify this. Woo! Good Lord. Sorry. Just popping cards out left and right here. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups on top of the Five of Cups. So, some of you really want a new beginning. Some of you are feeling like absolute crap for something that has gone down between you and somebody that you are either just now recognizing that you really care about, even though you kind of maybe didn't. You might have been blind to it before. Or it's somebody who you thought was always going to be there. And now you're kind of a little nervous that maybe they won't always be there. And that sucks. And now you feel like crap about it. Or you could be giving somebody, maybe you've been thinking about whether or not to accept an offer from somebody else, and you're trying to determine whether or not this is somebody that you want to elevate the relationship with. But there have been some trust issues in the past, and this new beginning is coming up. And so I feel like it's, for some of you, it's like with this Five of Cups, you're feeling pretty bad, but like sad, or feeling, you know, what I get with this is that there's both parties care. And so that's why this feeling is here, is because like you care about how they feel, and now that you're recognizing it, or vice versa, they're recognizing how you feel, somebody's feeling bad about that because that's not what they want. They don't want you to feel that way. And I feel like this Ace of Cups is coming in saying, okay, it's time for a new beginning. We need to cut the crap. We need to cut the BS. We can get, like if it's something that you can see yourself getting past, then both need to drop it and move forward with this new beginning. Because the energy's here to allow a new beginning, but you have to be willing to drop it. Like this can't be, you can't, you know, 2 weeks turn around and throw it back in the other person's face again. This has to be a drop it. You have to drop it. This Temperance on top of you here with this Five of Cups, the Temperance is right on top of this Ace of Cups, and this Five of Cups is saying, balance it out, start a new beginning, and drop that shit. So it's actually positive, even though, yeah, there's some crappy feelings here, but it's actually pretty positive what I'm getting. So I love you, Saggies. I really do. So thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you in the middle of the month.